guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing fine. So today I am back with another book haul video. So recently I purchased some books from an independent bookseller which I usually get books from. So he had a book fair kind of a sale on his WhatsApp group, and I was delighted that he had this book fair because he had great titles, and most of the books which I got from him are books which I really don't know they existed, and I was very happy that I picked most of them. So I got most of the books around 100 to 200 rupees, and all of them were in good condition. Also, I got 2 other books from Flipkart and 1 book from another independent bookseller in Chennai. So I'm going to be showing you all of those. So if you're new to my channel and if you're watching this video for the very first time, please take some time and subscribe my channel. It means a lot to me, and don't forget to click the bell icon so that you get notified of all of my future uploads. So without further ado, let's begin. So the very first book which I got from the independent bookseller Vivek Pandey, I have been buying quite a lot of books from him, and I really like his service. So the first book which I got is The Sky at Our Feet by Nadia Hassami. So this is the second or third book by the author, I guess, and this is a middle grade book, but it's okay to read a middle grade book. Also, I like to read a lot of middle grade books because they have something into them and they are so pleasing to read. So when I saw this book on the sale, I didn't have a second thought, and I thought that I would a pre-loved copy or a very old copy, but this is a fresh new copy, and it was just for, I guess, half of the price. It's just 50%, and it's a flexi bond. So as you can see, the book is in great condition. Actually, it's a new copy. I'm very happy about that, and this is a very interesting story, and the author kind of is very close to my heart now because I have another book by the author which I'm yet to read, but I've seen so many reviews about her which are kind of matching to Kalaivani. So I am so excited and looking forward to read the books which I got from this author's work. This book is basically about a guy called Jason whose mother is arrested in US after they flee from Afghanistan, where his dad is killed. So when his mother is illegally in US, she gets arrested, and he goes to New York in search of his aunt. But he meets with an accident and he ends up in the hospital, and where he finds another friend. So I think it's a girl, and they escape from the hospital and they go in to explore the New York City. But I think there's less time to explore, and I think there's something unexpected for them. So I think it will be a very great, very engaging read, and I really like the cover of the book. It's a very pretty cover. As it belongs to the middle grade, I think it's a very catchy cover. So I am very happy in getting this book. So the second book which I got during the fair is When the Moon is Low by Nadia Hassami. So I got 2 books from the same author, and this adds as a third book collection which I have from the author, and I'm yet to read all the books. But I have great expectations because of Kalaivani, maybe because of the author who writes about Afghanistan. So I am so thrilled. So this is about a family in Afghanistan who's been separated after the rise of Taliban, and they try to flee to London, and on their way they have to cross Iran. So what happens is the protagonist's son is being forced to do human trafficking, and he gets separated from his mother and his family. So the mother has to kind of leave her son alone and has to move on to London with her daughter. So it's about the mother and the son. Will they get reunited? So I think that's the story about, and I'm so thrilled, and I've heard so many good reviews about this book. And when I didn't know that such an author existed, I saw this book in one of the review, which made me to research more about the author. So I'm so excited. And coming to the condition of the book, this book is absolutely new, just that the cover looks a little faded, but the spine is not cracked, and the condition of the book is absolutely new. So you might think whether these books are original or pirated. I assure that most of the books which I got from him, I think I've got more than 10 books from him, just for 100 or 150 or 200, but most of the books are original books, and most of them are almost new. So that's the condition and the price, the quality of the book. So I really like the customer service and the quality of the books. So this is a original book. So if you are getting books from independent booksellers, just be careful, because I came across 2 independent booksellers in Instagram who sent me pirated copies. So you just be careful while you are buying books for cheap rates as well as a huge discount. So just be careful. So the third book which I got from the fair is The Color of Our Sky by Amita Trashi. So I have been wanting to buy this book in the whole lot. I was listing this book, but I kind of forgot, and I've already asked the seller also. So somehow when this book came, he just asked me if you want this copy, and I had no second thought and I picked it. So this is a very, very lovely friendship story about 2 girls, and this happens in India as well as in Los Angeles after like 11 years. So I think it will be a very great read. So I'm very excited, and this book also looks absolutely new, just that it has a little bit of, what do I say, a crack kind of thing on this side of the book, but the spine looks absolutely new. So this is a story about 2 childhood friends, but suddenly one night they both get separated, where one struggles in the human slave trade and one tries to find her and save her. So it's about 2 girls. So the one who wants to save her comes back from Los Angeles after 11 years to save her friend, and she kind of finds out most of her family's hidden secrets, and she kind of finds her. This is a story about love, it's about a story of betrayal, of friendship, and it also has issues like human trafficking, so a lot of other things as well. So I am kind of thrilled, and I saw mixed reviews about these books, which makes me more intrigued to read this book as soon as possible. Fourth book which I got from the seller is Dora, a novel by Anukriti Upadhyay. So I bought this book just without a second thought, because I read Boundary by the same author, and I just wanted to give this book a try, because many of them who saw that I kind of read Boundary, they told me that this book is also an awesome book. It's a very short book and it's a flexi-bound cover, and I kind of have no idea. I just have read 2-3 reviews, which is about a district collector who's posted in a deep desert of Rajasthan, and he kind of explores a lot of things and he finds a lot of things. So other than that, I kind of have no idea about this book, but I am very excited to read it because it's going to be thrilling. So I am very happy about this purchase. The next book is a book which I didn't expect, and I'm very happy that I got this book. So if you're following me on Instagram, then you would have known why I am so happy about this book, because I didn't know that this is a translated book from a Tamil book called Vivek, which is also already a motion picture called Asuran, which is a great movie, a very great movie. So I have another story also. So when I received this book, the actor of the movie was announced for the national award. So I was very happy because I really like Dhanush, and I really didn't know that this book was the main story of Asuran. So I saw this book in the sale and nobody claimed it, and I was like, okay, I wanted this book because I really like the cover of the book, and I saw Perumal Murugan's review which says profound and emotional. So I really wanted it, and it's a hardcover. So just see how beautiful and pretty this book looks. The color inside looks very promising. So I didn't actually research about the book. I just saw the name Chidambaram on the blurb. I found out that this is the story of Asuran, and I didn't have a second thought. I picked it. I got just 400 rupees, which is another happy thing. So I'm very happy. I'm very intrigued to actually read this book as soon as possible, and being a hardcover, I'm very thrilled and very happy. So I really like the cover of the book. It is so much to talk about, so very happy. So the next book which I got from the seller is The Boy at the Back of the Class by Onjali O. Ruff. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I know it's wrong, but I'm very sorry. So this is also a middle grade book, but I wanted to read this book because I saw many of them claiming as well as talking about this book. So I wanted to know what this book is about. So I just went to Goodreads and I just googled it, and I found that this book is a great book and I wanted it. So very happy that I got this book because I have not heard about the author. I kind of came to know about the author, and second thing is that I love the cover of the book. That's the main reason that why I got attracted to the book. So this is also a new book, and the condition of this book is also absolutely new. So I am very happy about this book. So this is a story about a boy who goes to the school and sits at the back of the class in an empty chair. So most of his classmates are intrigued why he always is strange. He doesn't talk to anyone. He doesn't eat delicious foods. He's always strange, but most of his classmates are interested to know about him. So when they know that he has been come from a war-torn country and his complete past is very mysterious, they kind of become friends with him and know more about him. So I think it will be a very poignant read as well as a very interesting read. I'm looking forward in reading this book, and I'm very thankful that this is absolutely a new copy and not a pirated one. So this is a winner of the Waterstones Children's Book Prize for 2019 as well as winner of the Blue Peter Best Story Award of 2019. So very happy to add this book to my collection. So the next book which I got from the same bookseller is There's Something About Sweetie by Sandhya Menon. So this is my first Sandhya Menon book, but I've read so many reviews and good things about her. So she kind of writes a lot of rom-com kind of books and a very breezy kind of book. So I think this will be a very, very good read for me, and I totally love the cover of the book. When this came up in the sale, I wanted to fetch it up, so I just claimed it at the same time. So this book is also not a pirated one. It's a new copy actually, and see the condition of the book. It's absolutely a new copy. So I'm so thrilled and very happy about reading this book. So I think there's a series. So yeah, it's a companion novel to the bestseller When Dimple Met Rishi. So I think I have to buy those as well. I have no idea about this book. I just wanted to buy this book because I saw a very good review about a Chennai bookstagrammer who wrote a review about this book. So I didn't have a second thought and I picked it up. It was just for 100 rupees. I am so happy about that as well. So excited and looking forward to reading this book. So the next book is a book which I got from Flipkart. No, I got from another independent bookseller, and I got for a great deal because I've been seeing this book on many websites, many second-hand websites, on Amazon and Flipkart, but I couldn't see a good deal. Also, I always wanted a pre-loved copy of this book for no reason why I wanted a pre-loved or a used or an old copy. I just wanted the pages to be a little brown, but I ended up buying a new one, and I got it just for 250, I guess. The original price of this is 450, so I got it for like a 60% discount. So that is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. So I have no words to express how much I am happy on holding this book, because I really wanted to read this book in this year, and some of the wish lists I have always had this book on the top priority, and I'm so happy that I got it. And I think I got it for a great deal when compared to the other second-hand booksellers as well as on Amazon and Flipkart. This particular bookseller is called Padeha India. They also have a website and Instagram and WhatsApp. They sell books as well as they rent you books as well. So I'll just put off the website's link on my description box. So if in case you want to contact them and buy or rent, then you can do that. So this is a story about two sisters who are separated by the World War II and who embark their path to survival. So I am so happy that I got this book, and I'm looking forward in reading this book. I don't want to read more of the blurb because it also is a kind of a spoiler to me, so I just want to dive into this book very soon. Probably in April or May, I'll be reading this book. So I really like the cover of the book, and the spines. The spine look absolutely pretty, and the glossiness, the glitteriness, whatever you call that, it is so pretty, and it's a new copy. So I am so happy about this book. Just that the font is a little bit smaller when compared to the other books I had, but that's fine. The smell of a new book is always so good. So that's the next pick. And moving on to the last book, which I got from an independent roadside seller in Chennai, Mylapore. I didn't expect to kind of end up buying just one book from them. I kind of saw so many titles, but I found that most of the titles were pirated books. So I didn't want to take the risk, and I didn't buy. Also, the prices were not so low. So if it was like 350 rupees, they give you just for 250 or 200 maximum they can reduce, that's all. So for a pirated copy, I didn't want to buy it. I ended up in the last store who kind of sold many of original books for a costlier price, but that's okay. So I picked up first Anita Desai's book of my collection. So that is The Artist of Disappearance, and it's a hardcover. That's the only reason I picked it up. And I think hardcovers don't come as pirated copies. I hope so. And this is an old book. As you can see, the pages are yellow, and it's an old book, but a very good condition, in a very good condition. And I don't know if it's a signed copy by the author. Maybe if you know that, please let me know. It's just a signed copy, but I don't know whether it's from the author, because it says it has a name called Raji, so I'm not sure. I think it's a pre-loved copy, maybe. No other. Okay, so this is also a very poignant story. So I'm just going to be reading out the blurb of this book. A little boy grows up in the hills of Missouri, being neglected by his glamorous parents. As he grows older, he finds it's impossible to make a life for himself in the city and returns to his childhood home, empty of all occupants apart from his mother's aged English companion. A tragedy makes an unexpected artist of him. A lonely college lecturer discovers a great Oriya writer and secures a publishing deal to translate her novel. Heady with the joy of this small success, she finds herself blurring the line between translator and writer. Haunting, mysterious, written with an almost fable-like intensity, The Artist of Disappearance is another superb offering from one of India's great novelists. So actually, this author, the Anita Desai, has been shortlisted 3 times for the Booker Prize. So that is another thing, and I was so happy to add this book to the collection. And when I saw her name, I didn't have a second thought, and I didn't read the blurb. I kind of picked the book. Also, it was a hardcover. I didn't want to miss it, and I got it for 120. He initially told me to get it for 200, but I told I will give just 150 and below, or just 100. So I kind of negotiated with him, and I told him that I'll give you just 120, and I gave him 120 for this book, which I am kind of happy, because the original price, the MRP, I think is 350. Also, Anita Desai is the mother of Kiran Desai, who has written the book The Inheritance of Loss, and which has also got the Booker Prize, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So I am very happy about adding this book to my bookshelf, and I'm so thrilled, and I wanted to read this book now, but I just finished Girl, Women, Other by Bernardine Evaristo, and also I'm reading 2 books for the Femme March. The first book is Sudhamurthy's 3000 Stitches, which I've been loving, and a thriller, which is The Girls by Lisa Jewell. This is my first Lisa Jewell book, but I'm so happy because it's so intriguing. It's very engaging. I'm loving the book. So this is the last book of my book haul. I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed it, and I'll be putting all of the links which I kind of described in this video on my description box, so don't forget to check that out, and I'll be meeting you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned and take care. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe.